bro.
I'm doing the call.
Okay.
Y'all did.
Do me a favor. Let's take care of your daughter. Just stay right here, okay?
Absolutely. I'm all about taking care. Oh my God.
Look at me. You're okay.
We're on our way home. These two are from Georgia. They're plucking clay.
I know, sweetie.
I would never, ever put her in this position.
Bravo 1301, be advised, advised fire rescue. They're going to have a trauma alert to.
Do I have to run in the ambulance?
Be advised, we have 2 patients. All right, sweetie, just talk to me, okay? You got some. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now or in shortly?
Do I need to have an attorney?
It's totally up to you.
That's a chaotic scene on a Florida highway where 2 men were mad at each other. They were brake checking apparently each other, and they got very upset. Guns were drawn, bullets flew. Neither one of the men was shot, as you can see. One without the shirt standing there seemed fine. The other man with his blue shirt on, hanging out next to a 14-year-old daughter of his who was hit in his car. And in the other car, a 5-year-old girl was hit in that car. 2 men shoot, neither one is shot. In fact, 2 girls, daughters of each of them, was actually shot. There was a press conference carried out by the Nassau County Sheriff's Office with a few more details. Let's watch what they had to say.
Involved in a road rage incident traveling northbound on US 1. Driver of the Nissan, Allison, then grabbed his 6-hour 45 caliber semi-automatic handgun and fired 1 shot at the Dodge truck. Bullet that Mr. Allison fired went into the right side rear passenger door of the pickup truck and struck a 5-year-old girl in the right leg. As the Nissan was leaving the Dodge Ram, the Ram driver, Hale, sped up to get closer to the Nissan and began firing several shots from his Glock 43 9mm semi-automatic handgun out of the driver window with his left hand back at the Nissan. According to the Dodge driver, Hale, he shot everything that was in his magazine. At least 3 bullets struck the Nissan. One of the bullets went through the rear of the vehicle and struck a 14-year-old girl in the back, causing a collapsed lung.
If you couldn't tell there, the 14-year-old girl was suffering from a collapsed lung because of road rage. Fine, people get in the road rage incidents a lot. And then guns got introduced to this scenario. A little more information. William Hale of Douglasville, Georgia, and Frank Allison are the 2 guys of Callahan, Florida, were charged last week with attempted 2nd-degree murder on the October 8th confrontation on that US Highway 1 in Nassau County. So AB, there's more details here, but you're in LA. There's road rage happens. I don't think it really pans out this way though.
Well, I mean, this LA, it could go either
Sometimes.
way, but it's the attempted 2nd-degree murder for me. I feel like these should be attempted 1st-degree murders for both parties. If they had not been white individuals, this would have went down way differently. But you know what? I hate that these 2 little girls got shot, but we see a lot of change in legislation and gun laws when white people are affected. Right, so when now we have 2 young white victims, that should motivate these politicians a little bit more to say we probably need to get a handle on how we're dealing with guns and gun control, right? Because obviously you 2 were shooting at each other and both of y'all got missed. So we need some training, right? We're lacking training here. And then y'all pulled out guns because you had road rage and there's so much more road to go. And now the road is just passing you on and you standing right here in handcuffs, at least one of y'all, right? Now, mind you, had they not been white, at least somebody would have been gone. Let's be real about that. But the road just passing you by and you have road rage, something probably not right up here, which is probably why we need to be checking people before we just allow them to get guns for one reason or another. But that's my opinion.
I'm trying to figure out which one of them is the good guy and which one of them is the bad guy. Because what I was told was that a good guy with a gun always stops a bad guy with a gun. And you can always tell because there's this red light on the bad guy's head that blinks, says bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. Or you got a couple people who have a gun, haven't shot it in a week, and you're like, you know what? There's a good opportunity for me to shoot my gun because that's part of their identity. It's part of what we told them is their identity. It's part of what we told them to be afraid of. Someone else, if he goes, F you, Carl, it's time to shoot. Let's go down to what happened to these daughters, both of these girls in the situation. Graphic 4 real quick, you guys. Hale's daughter suffered a wound to her upper calf, while Allison's daughter suffered that collapsed lung that I mentioned. There was no attorney listed for Hale in an online docket. Phyllis Wiley, who was listed as Allison's attorney on the docket, said in an email Monday that her representation was under review and that she also couldn't comment. Hopefully the recoveries will go well for both of these kids. Again, one is 5, I believe, the other one was 14 as they shot through each other's cars. I think they said one tried to shoot his tires out first. Then what's the plan? Shoot his tires out, going however fast they're going. Then cars start spinning and potentially flipping and things like that. Then what do? Do you walk away and go, got him? What's the end game? What's the end point? The number of guns that are in so many people's hands that have these types of irrational thought processes, they don't think past shooting. It's just, it's time to shoot because I can't reach my fist over there and I'm afraid to swing that anyway because I'm a coward. Either way it goes, that's where we stand now in Florida. Avoid that highway apparently because you can get shot. Your daughter definitely could.